Hare Krishna. So I'm here to continue our reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, the second part for today. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, first chapter, which is entitled The First Step in God Realization. And we are going through the pictures that we have come across while we were reading. So the next picture is as Lord Varaha, the boar incarnation, lifted the earth up from the depths of the Garbhodaka ocean, the ferocious demon Hiranyaksha attacked him. A great battle ensued. This is the boar incarnation, and this is the demon who attacked him. Lord Narasimhadeva took the powerful demon Hiranyakashipu upon his lap, tore out his heart and then disemboweled him. This is Narasimhadev avatar, half man, half lion. This is Hiranyakashipu, and this is his beautiful devotee son Prahlad, standing with a garland. Because of his prayers only, Krishna appeared in the form of Narasimhadev to protect him. Next picture. The elephant Gajendra prayerfully lifted a lotus aloft as an offering to Lord Vishnu, who came to deliver him from the crocodile and also from material life. This seems like a blessed elephant. I'm sure we will read about it later. And he is holding up this lotus for Vishnu. Next one. Having been coronated after his long exile and his battle with the demon Ravana, Lord Ramachandra ruled Ayodhya in the company of his brother Lakshmana, his consort Sita, and his faithful servant Hanuman. This is Lord Ramachandra's Rajyabhisheka, and this is Hanuman. This is Sita Devi. When the world was overburdened by many atheistic kings, Lord Krishna descended with his plenary portion Balaram just to relieve the world's distress. This is Krishna Balaram, and as you know, Krishna always has a peacock feather. Balaram, his elder brother, usually dressed in blue, and Krishna in yellow. These are their colors. And of course with the peacock and the cows. The next one is as the demoness Putana, who had tried to poison Krishna, perished and fell down, she assumed her original gigantic form, said to be as long as 6 miles. Wow. So this is the demon Putana, who actually wanted to kill Lord Krishna. We'll read that story later. And she actually breastfed him, and Krishna actually bit on the breast in such a way that she actually, he took the life away from her. And but still, because she fed him with milk in the bhava of a mother, even though the intention was to kill him, she was actually delivered, and she also received liberation or moksha. As I said many times, even the people who are playing the role in the Krishna Leela of various demons and all these, even in Rama Leela as Ravana, they are all his associates, and that's why this whole thing is called Leela or a play. they enact these things as per the directions of the Lord for the benefit of the society in general, or to serve the purpose actually of the Lord incarnation. The demon Shakatasura took the form of a cart, but baby Krishna, lying beneath it on a bed, kicked his legs in anger and destroyed the cart demon. So actually the beautiful mysteries of Lord Shri Krishna started very early in life. As little as a baby, he destroyed this whole cart demon. Lord Krishna chased after Shankhachuda, swiftly approached him and with a blow of his fist removed the demon's head. So this is the picture I just read about. When human society becomes totally degraded, the Lord will incarnate as Kali, the supreme chastiser, and kill all the demons. This is the Kali avatar, who will incarnate, I believe, towards the end of this Kali Yuga. Wow. So the pictures for now are done. So we will continue our reading from text 7. Let me put the book cover back. Right. So let us say our prayers before we start the reading. In the excitement of showing the pictures, I think I actually just forgot about it. So let's join our hands and say the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 7. Prayena munayo raja nivritta vidhishedhataha nairgunyastha ramantisma gunanukathane harehe. Translation. O King Parikshit, mainly the topmost transcendentalists who are above the regulative principles and restrictions take pleasure in describing the glories of the Lord. Purport. The topmost transcendentalist is a liberated soul and is therefore not within the purview of the regulative principles. A neophyte who is intended to be promoted to the spiritual plane is guided by the spiritual master under regulative principles. He may be compared to a patient who is treated by various restrictions under medical jurisdiction. Generally, liberated souls also take pleasure in describing the transcendental activities. As mentioned above, since Narayana, Hare, the personality of Godhead, is beyond the material creation, his form and attributes are not material. The topmost transcendentalists or the liberated souls realize him by advanced experience of transcendental knowledge, and therefore they take pleasure in the discussion of the transcendental qualities of the Lord's pastimes. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 9, the personality of Godhead declares that his appearance and activities are all divyam or transcendental. The common man who is under the spell of material energy takes it for granted that the Lord is like one of us, and therefore he refuses to accept the transcendental nature of the Lord's form, name, etc. The topmost transcendentalist is not interested in anything material, and his taking interest in the matter of the Lord's activities is definite proof that the Lord is not like one of us in the material world. In the Vedic literatures also it is confirmed that the Supreme Lord is one, but that he is engaged in his transcendental pastimes in the company of his unalloyed devotees, and that simultaneously he is present as the Super Soul, as expansion of Baladev in the heart of all living entities. Therefore, the highest perfection of transcendental realization is to take pleasure in hearing and describing the transcendental qualities of the Lord and not in merging into his impersonal Brahman existence for which the impersonalist monist aspires. Real transcendental pleasure is realized in the glorification of the transcendental Lord and not in the feeling of being situated in his impersonal feature. But there are also others who are not the topmost transcendentalists but are in a lower status and who do not take pleasure in describing the transcendental activities of the Lord. Rather, they discuss such activities of the Lord formally with the aim of merging into his existence. Text 8. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Sammitam Adhitvan Dwaparadau Pitur Dvaipayanadaham. Translation. At the end of the Dwapar Yuga, I studied this great supplement of Vedic literature named Srimad Bhagavatam, which is equal to all the Vedas from my father, Srila Dvaipayana Vyasadeva. Purport: the statement made by Srila Shukdev Goswami that the topmost transcendentalist who is beyond the jurisdiction of regulations and restrictions mainly takes to the task of hearing about and glorifying the personality of Godhead is verified by his personal example. Shukdev Goswami, being a recognized liberated soul and the topmost transcendentalist, was accepted by all of the topmost sages present in the meeting during the last 7 days of Maharaja Parikshit. He cites from the example of his life that he himself was attracted by the transcendental activities of the Lord, and he studied Srimad Bhagavatam from his great father, Sri Dvaipayana Vyasadeva. Srimad Bhagavatam, or for that matter any other scientific literature, cannot be studied at home by one's own intellectual capacity. Medical books of anatomy or physiology are available in the market, but no one can become a qualified medical practitioner simply by reading such books at home. One has to be admitted to the medical college and study the books under the guidance of learned professors. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam, the postgraduate study of the science of Godhead, can only be learned by studying it at the feet of a realized soul like Srila Vyasadeva. Although Shukdev Goswami was a liberated soul from the very day of his birth, he still had to take lessons of Srimad Bhagavatam from his great father Vyasadeva, who compiled the Srimad Bhagavatam under the instruction of another great soul, Sri Narada Muni. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed a learned Brahmana to study Srimad Bhagavatam from a personal Bhagavata. Srimad Bhagavatam is based on the transcendental name, form, attributes, pastimes, entourage and variegatedness of the Supreme Person, and it is spoken by the incarnation of the personality of Godhead, Srila Vyasadeva. Pastimes of the Lord are executed in cooperation with his pure devotees, and consequently historical incidences are mentioned in this great literature because they are related to Krishna. It is called Brahma Samhitam because it is the sound representative of Lord Krishna, like the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the sound incarnation of the Lord because it is spoken by the Supreme Lord, and Srimad Bhagavatam is the sound representative of the Lord because sound incarnation. Just I want to underline this. Bhagavad Gita is considered to be sound incarnation and Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be sound representation. Okay. So, and Srimad Bhagavatam is a sound representative of the Lord because it was spoken by the incarnation of the Lord about the activities of the Lord. As stated in the beginning of this book, it is the essence of the Vedic desire tree and the natural commentation on the Brahma Sutras, the topmost philosophical thesis on the subject matter of Brahman. Vyasadeva appeared at the end of Dwapar Yuga as the son of Satyavati, and therefore the word Dwapar Adau, or the beginning of Dwapar Yuga, in this context means just prior to the beginning of the Kali Yuga. The logic of this statement, according to Srila Jiva Goswami, is comparable to that of calling the upper portion of the tree the beginning. The root of the tree is the beginning of the tree, but in common knowledge, the upper portion of the tree is first seen. In that way, the end of the tree is accepted as its beginning. With this, we'll end the second reading for today, friends. I wish you all a very happy, auspicious and conscious day ahead. I'll see you all again tomorrow.